get asked a lot, what is the right training routine? How many exercises should I do for every body part? Looking for a black and white number that you need to build your chest, if that's what you want, or your legs or any body part. How many exercises should you do? All right. A gentleman asked me, is 9 too many? He had a routine that had 9 different, let's just say chest exercises, 9 different exercises for chest in one particular workout. All right. So let me just say one thing. It's not the number of exercises that you do. You might think that's important, but I'll tell you why. It's maybe not as important as you were led to believe or that you might think. A little counterintuitive thinking that you're not going to hear from a lot of the guys who've been doing this, 10 years, they're 25 years old, 30 years old. It takes me with my 34 years and pushing it and reading all the magazines and really pushing myself to come up with a unique perspective. And it's not so much about my unique perspective. These strategies make it more efficient. When you're older, you want to look great, just as great as any of the younger guys. But you've got a life with a lot of responsibility. You don't have a lot of time for trial and error, or you don't want to waste a lot of time when you can get the same thing or more done in less time. And that's what appeals. The workouts for older men, that's what appeals. Our lifestyle, our mindset. All right, we're not chasing, thinking our body, even though it's going to give us a little more confidence, feel good, make us live longer. It's not going to totally radically change the world. It's going to complement all that hard work, all the great things that you've done, all the challenges that you've overcome. Whereas when they're younger, they think it's going to get you the girl, or life is just going to be magically come to you or whatever. We don't think that way. We got to be more efficient with our willpower, focus, energy, and time. So questions like workout, it come up a lot, right? You can't think of like 9 exercises is better than 4 or 6, right? I know why you would think that. And you'd think that because, you can hit the muscle from every different angle. Like, for example, your chest. You got to get some upper chest. You got to get some outer chest. You got to get some inner chest. You got to get some lower chest. And you got to get some mid chest in there. Maybe 1 or 2 of those, hit that mid chest again, or another exercise on the upper chest because you're lacking a little upper chest, right? More is better, right? Hit it from all those angles. I agree that you shouldn't just limit yourself to 1 exercise for chest. You should hedge your bet and do 3, who knows, maybe even 4 different exercises. But after that, you start duplicating. It's just the same exercise. Now you're just using a dumbbell or a machine or a barbell. You don't need to duplicate the same exercise, hitting that body part. You don't have to hit it from doing the same exercise. That's obvious, all right? But here's the thing is, are you really shaping the muscle, right? If that were true, if you know anything about the Mr. Olympic contest where they're looking for physical perfection, right? If you look at the most dedicated bodybuilders who will take drugs, who do whatever to be the best, to compete at the highest level, if you really look at their physiques, they all come in different shapes, and even though they may be big, right, a lot of them don't have genetically shaped upper chest. And it's not because they didn't know to do a dumbbell pullover or they didn't know to do an incline dumbbell press. Just how it's genetically shaped. Your job, when you are overloading the muscle, you're not shaping your muscle like clay. You're maximizing its genetic shape, right? Again, you should hit it from every different angle, right, if you want, but it's not shaping the muscle. You should do 2, 3, maybe 4 exercises, just overload it, and then the shape is going to be the shape. And remember, you're not going to see its true shape until you're lean enough. So if you're like 20% or so, that's way better than most men your age. But it's not enough if you want to see that physique, that you may see with me. That body fat percentage needs to be a lot lower to show what you have. You're not going to, build so much muscle at this age or shape it with the exercise. So there's no need to duplicate, and there's no need to have 9 different exercises for that body part. All right. It's important to remember that it's overload, and then your shape takes over from there. Right. I think for most body parts, 3 and 4, right, are enough. Right. What you need to remember, it's not how many exercises, it's the total volume that you need to, really stimulate, create that progressive overload to challenge it to do more, with keeping it an intense sprint. Right. Every set should end with failure. And again, not to hurt yourself, but you got to push yourself. You can't just glide in to, for example, if you have a rep range and it's, 6 to 8, you can't just glide into 8 all the time. You got to go, 6, 7, 8 every set. So if you do 3 exercises and do 3 sets for a total of 9 sets, every one of those 9 sets, you kind of went for it. Make sure you rested not long enough in between sets to totally go for it. You get the most out of each one of your 9 sets. You get that overload. Don't hurry from set to set to set, right? Because we want to make sure we'll make the most use of those 9. All right. So those are some ways to get more out of it. That's how you get it done, more productivity done with less work, right? You want to treat this like a sprint rather than a marathon. So remember, it's not the total number of exercises. You're not shaping the muscle per se, and it's controversial for a lot of guys. Now, I'm not saying just do 1 exercise. Hedge your bet. 2, 3, maybe 4. It's all you need to do. You don't need to do the same twice. All right. Okay. Even though it may feel better, you have a different apparatus. Get that intensity into it, and then it'll be shaped again. Make sure that you're lean enough. All right. So that's the key to make any workout work. A lot of guys might see, my workouts, and I might have 3 exercises, 2 sets, and that's not enough volume. Well, maybe not for you. But if you think about the things that I've said, and I continue to tell you how to get the most out of every set, it may be enough for you. But you got to apply the power of the mindset behind it, and then force yourself to do it with less, and then you'll feel it. All right. Hey, if you want any help with your workouts or diet, putting it all together, you want to go on an accountability journey with me, reach out. Got a lot of men, for whatever reasons, at this time of year are reaching out. All right. I want to help you step by step, take it through. Is anybody taking the time to explain how this works? All right. With you one-on-one. And if they push you to make sure you do what you're told to have the body. If you're doing it for 12 weeks, if you're a push guy, we connect every single week, calls are recorded, and make you prepare, make you take assessment pictures. You will have this for the rest of your life. And like I always say, we've got to live with a sense of urgency. We've got more time behind us than in front of us, right? We don't want to just trial and error and dabble around and chase this or that. Now's the time to figure it out. All right? We don't have forever to figure it out. I want to help you do that more efficiently. All right, so that's going to do it for this Workouts for Older Men Live. Let's take on the day with a sense of urgency. We have to when we're a little bit older. We've got more time behind us than we do in front of us. Have a great day.